Now hopefully we're pretty comfortable with the VSEPR approach. And one of the things that we did in VSEPR is we focused exclusively on Lewis structures, deciding what we needed to do to get as close to an octet as we could while balancing out those other factors that we had, all those exceptions that we memorized. But did you notice we never really talked about orbitals at all? Except when I brought up the fact that things are moving at close to the speed of light, blah, blah, blah. Well, whatever happened to our orbitals? Shouldn't we have some sort of a theory that builds upon orbitals instead of just saying, well, this looks like a good way for things to be spaced out, so I think that's going to be what happens? Well, it turns out that that's going to be the starting point for our next major theory. Now, VSEPR, like I said, it was based purely on observation. They looked at a lot of molecules and said, hey, this molecule has a certain crystal structure normally, and it ends up giving a tetrahedral or an octahedral crystal when we have it. And that tells me that when I interpret that, this must be how things are laid out in 3 dimensions. That was the starting point. And they used logic to come up with it. They didn't use orbitals at all. Now, orbitals came purely from the theoretical and mathematical side. And it turns out both of these approaches can completely explain our 3-dimensional shapes. It's just that, like I said, CPR started out purely from the physical observation side, and orbitals started out completely from the theoretical side. And so concurrently, people were developing both theories. Some of them didn't even know about the research the others were doing, though many did, I'm sure. And in the end, they ended up getting to the exact same central point, where they were able to explain geometries in almost identical fashion from either a physical or a theoretical standpoint. Now, that's going to be a nice bridge to our next set of theory. This next theory is going to be called valence orbital theory. In other words, we're only going to consider our valence orbitals, and we're going to have to combine them in some way to make a molecule.